All right. How's everybody doing out there? I'm Shafe. This is Schaefer TV. Thanks for clicking on the video. I think you guys are going to enjoy it. We got a quick little video for you today. Today we're going to go over my way too early top 6 predictions. The Premier League does start on Friday. We got Manchester United versus Fulham, 9 o'clock match. It's starting. The season's here. Here's my predictions for this top 6. Now, in no particular order, however. But before that, please like and subscribe. I really appreciate it. Show me the love. I appreciate it, guys. Leave a comment, all that jazz. But like I said, in no particular order, first and foremost, we're going to go over Aston Villa. And they were in 4th last season. Now, undoubtedly, losing Moussa Diaby, what's his name? Zionolo, Douglas Luiz, all of those are big blows. Absolutely. And that's, that's the nature of the business. With that being said, they did, however, pick up Amadou Onana. They picked up Ian Matson. They picked up Cameron Archer. They picked up Samuel Ling Jr. They picked up Ross Barkley, Leander Dendocker. They picked up some quality. They picked up some very, very good quality. And I think that more than makes up for losing Douglas Luiz and specifically Moussa Diaby. So I do think that they're in for a very good season. I do think that last season top 4 was not some kind of fluke or anything. I think that they're set for a very competitive season. Secondly, we're going to go into Arsenal. And last year they were in 2nd. But they completely have bolstered their defense even more so than it was last year. And last year they had the best defense in terms of goals scored against, but they've only gotten better now. They brought in Tierney, they brought in Tavares, and they brought in Calafiora from the Italian. I actually think that this is the season that they might do it. If the offense continues to thrive, I do think that they're going to push City to the brink this year. Moving on, we're going to go to Liverpool. They were in 3rd last season. New coach, no signings. They still have an incredibly solid team. Depth, the youth and the veterans, they have a very good team. It's very mixed, so they should compete once again. Chelsea was 6th last season. The billion-spending animal that Chelsea is have brought in some more depth to the team in all 3 areas of the pitch, and they're looking to make the jump to the top 4 this season. Will they get there? I don't know. They did bring in players like Dewsbury Hall, and they brought in, what's that other cat's name? Doesn't matter. They have brought in some good players. I do think that they're going to have a good season this year. I think if they allow players like Nkunku and Palmer to flourish, I think they're set for a good season. City, the Premier League winners last season, they have signed 1 player. They have had no real departures, and I do believe they're geared for another go on this season. Spurs, who were in 5th last season, they did bring in a reliable goal scorer in Dominic Solanke. With that being said, they have departed with some of their depth, but Spurs are Spursy, and they can never really be trusted, can they? Newcastle, who was in 7th last season, let me just go and take a quick drink. Basically, they're bringing their whole team back for this season. The only player that wasn't there that's going to be there now is Tonali. He's back from suspension. And if they can keep their squad healthy, I think that they're going to have a really good go this year. I think that they're set for... They have a very quality team. They play hard. Good coach. I think that they're set for something this year. Lastly, we got to go to my team, Manchester United. We were in 8th last season. We have only added Joshua Zirkzee and Lenny Yoro, 2 young players who are still looking to find their way. We have parted with some veterans in Martial, Varane, and Van de Beek, and we have not really done anything to improve on the squad, if I'm being honest. Bringing in those 2 young players is very nice, and you would think it adds depth, but the problem is that we need to add depth. We need to add veteran depth so that the younger players can learn. We're just building with younger players now, and there's a reason why we came in 8th last year, and I actually think that we're likely incoming on another bad season, so that's where it is. But, I'm sorry about that. That wasn't last. West Ham, who came in 9th last season, is my last. And I actually think West Ham have had some very quality signings throughout the squad. They brought in Max Kilman. They brought in Somerville. They brought in Nicholas Fulkrug, Guido Rodriguez, Todibo. They have a strong squad at this point. They have very good depth. I think they're really set for a good run at top 6. I think that Nicholas Fulkrug is going to provide to be the goal-scoring threat that they didn't have and they haven't had for some years now. So I think that that's really looking up for them. So when all's said and done, after going over these teams like we just have, I'm going to go over it right here. I think that Arsenal is actually going to win the league this year. I think that their defense is going to prove to hold out, and I think that they're going to score at a rate that City scores, and I think that they're going to actually do it this year. I actually think that Aston Villa are the team that's going to come in second this year. Okay? Now, call me crazy, but I think that's what's going to happen. I think that City's going to drop to third, and I believe that Liverpool is going to drop to fourth. Okay? And so then once we get through those top four, so I got Arsenal, Aston Villa, City, Liverpool in the top four, in that order. And then from there, I'm going to go ahead and say that Chelsea are going to take fifth. I'm going to say that West Ham are going to take sixth. Newcastle are going to take sixth. West Ham are going to take seventh. Spurs are going to take eighth. And United's going to take ninth. And that's what I got for this season. I hope to God I'm wrong. I hope to God I'm looking too far into this and not trusting the process. I hope to God I'm wrong. But I got to say, I'm right way more times than I'm wrong. All right, guys. So that's the video for today. I appreciate you guys watching it. Appreciate you giving it a click. Let me know what you think in the comments. If you disagree with me, if you think I'm crazy, all that stuff, let me know. I appreciate it. Love the love. All right, guys. Next video coming up soon. Have a good one. I'm Schaefer TV.